Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, please introduce yourself so that my audience can know about you.
Yes, definitely, sure. And as you already know my name, Lalita this side, and I have done. I was born and raised in Uttarakhand, but currently we are living in Noida because my husband is working here and I'm
Hmm.
married, and I'm blessed with a son. I have a kid. And if I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my master's in English literature, and after
Oh,
that I did B.Ed, Bachelor of
okay.
Education I did, and after B.Ed I did a job also. I was a teacher and it's have been almost 4 years I did teaching. I used to teach, and now I'm not doing teaching because I have a son. So, but now my son is also growing, and he's going to school now. So I thought it's a time means I'm getting time. So I thought it's a time to resume my career also. So
Okay.
nowadays I'm learning, yeah, I'm learning this language. And I'm exploring this language, so that's why I messaged to you. And yeah, nowadays it's have been almost 1 month ago. I'm starting to connect to the people so that I can feel confident and I can explore this language more.
Sure, ma'am. That's a really good introduction. Okay, you've done masters in English.
Yes, yes,
So
I
were
have
you an
that.
English teacher?
Yeah, you can say that that time I was good in reading and writing,
Okay.
and but the thing is that we don't have the environment of the for the speaking.
Right, right. I understand, ma'am. Sorry,
Yes.
actually, I didn't introduce myself. Yeah, my name is
Yes.
Ramachandran. I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm working in Bangalore in the IT field, and I'm running this YouTube channel for around 10 months. I post only English-related content. I've been learning English for around 2.5, 3 years, I can say. And now I think I've improved a little bit comparing to the last 2 years. It's still going on. I'm still learning English.
Yeah, every time, miss. Yeah, it's a great intro. And
Yeah,
actually, now whatever level we are, whatever level we have, so everybody is striving for to go for the next level. It's
right,
for everybody. Yeah, we cannot say today or another day, today I'm the perfect. It's never possible
right,
because
right.
every day you have something to learn, and there are a lot of areas of the English, and especially in every skill. But in speaking, it's a special skill because when we speak and when we comes to talk to about the fluency, so fluency comes when we work on the all the core parts
Hmm.
like
Okay, that is
listening.
what actually,
Yeah.
sorry. That is what actually I was about to ask you. So, like, you're saying that you just started speaking English, right? Before that, you were never used to speak in English. Okay, now how did you start speaking in English? Can you give a guidance for the beginners? Okay, now I'm just learning English, but I don't know how to talk in English because I've never tried speaking in English. So, what all the steps would you
Hmm,
suggest?
hmm. Obviously, sir. So first of all, I want to say here, the people who are they just want to learn this language. The first step or the baby step, or I can say that it's an initial step. We have to start to think in English. And according to our area, whatever we are doing, according to our profession, suppose I'm a homemaker, and if I'm a teacher, I'm a mother of a kid. So, what I will do every day, whatever I'm doing, suppose I'm doing brushing, I'm preparing food, I'm getting ready to my son, I'm reading, I'm writing. So whatever we are doing, it's not important to read and make a proper sentence. We can
Hmm.
start with the whatever we know because it comes later, but it's an initial stage. I think it's a baby step to think in English and whatever we are doing. And after that, in the whole day, and suppose we are in the kitchen, so we can think about the spices, whatever we are getting the around us,
Okay,
whatever
so you're
things.
saying that we have to think about our day-to-day activities when we are doing
Yes,
it.
yes, yes,
Like
yes,
if I'm doing something, if I'm driving somewhere, I can think,
yes,
okay, I'm driving, I have to take a
yes,
right turn, I have to
yes,
take a
yes,
left turn, something
yes,
like that.
yes, yes. Any
Okay.
scenery, because when the suppose the when the child born, so how the child learns to the language which is surrounded by which the child surrounded by, he just listen till two
Mm-hmm.
years and after that he automatically start to think in English or to think unconsciously he start because always he start to think in that language because till 2 years he's just listening, and after that it's very obvious to him he think in that same language.
Okay,
So
I understand.
surrounding yourself, yeah. And
But
another thing is
actually,
that yes,
sorry, but actually the thing is for child it's very easy, right? Because he's blank, he doesn't have any
hmm,
language. But
yes,
for
yes,
adults like us,
yes,
we have our mother tongue,
yes,
so we
yes,
usually think in our mother tongue, right?
yes. Yeah, actually, learning is good, is easy, but unlearning is very tough.
Right. Okay.
And when we, yeah, and we are a certain point of time, so that time we feel very difficult, and the general perception is that okay, now I'm thinking, okay, now I'm at this point of time, how can I learn? This is the basic question which comes in the people's mind. Now I'm not at the age of I can learn everything, but we can learn anything for at any point of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's right.
So for that we have to surround ourselves, like whatever we are doing, we have to listen, we can read, we can write, we can speak to the people gradually. Not obviously, it's not a one day game, it takes time, but gradually we have to surround ourselves with with this language.
Okay. So
And
you're
the one
saying
thing,
that, sorry, yeah, please
and the
continue,
one
ma'am.
thing which helps a lot, like whatever we did in the whole day, and before sleeping, we have to keep in our mind, we have to recall our daily routine. Whatever I did since my day, when the day start until the
Hmm.
evening, whatever I did. So I have to make basic sentences of the, and I have to recall that this sentence before sleeping, because our mind that time is very calm and means composed. And when morning when we woke up, so it goes in the whole night, it goes in our subconscious mind, and morning when we woke up, so it's gradually it like we automatically start to think in English.
Okay, so before we sleep, we have to narrate the day, whatever
Yes,
happened
yes,
that
whatever,
day,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it will be there in our subconscious mind for the whole
Hmm.
night. So next day morning, we'll be having that English mode on,
Yes, yes,
something
mode
like
on,
that.
and gradually, yeah, in within a 3 month or 3 month 3 month or 6 month, people can see the change in themselves.
Hmm. So the initial steps you're referring is listening and thinking in English.
Yes, thinking in English.
Okay, so how about reading, writing, or speaking practices? Okay, what do you say about that?
Yeah, actually, the initial stage is listening, because the child also learn through the listening. Because when we are consuming lot of things, when we are just listening, 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 so after that we tired of that and we get some knowledge, and then we can gradually start to speaking. And
Hmm.
if you are including like reading and writing in our daily routine or in our whatever we are doing, so it kind of blessing or it kinds of boon for us, reading and
Okay.
writing. And
Hmm.
when we start to speak in English, so that because how we can start to speak in English, and through reading and writing, it gives us confidence.
Okay.
Because when we write something and when we read something, so that means we are getting okay, and I'm reading about the sentence structure, I'm reading about the vocabulary. What happens, suppose I'm reading and I'm reading aloud, so it automatically goes in our mind, and after a certain point of time, if we are consuming lot of content, so after that we are just giving the input to ourselves through the reading and through the listening. But now it's time to give the output also.
Right. Okay.
Output is,
S-
yeah.
Got it. So we have spent enough time on listening and reading. So those are all
Hmm.
like input. We
Hmm.
consume a lot of English
Yes,
content.
yes,
And once you reach a particular point of time, we have to give output also. Whatever
yes,
you have
yes.
learned, you have to start doing it, like
Yes,
applying
you
it.
automatically start to speak, because in your now in your mind, lot of thoughts, lot of ideas, lot of vocabulary, lot of sentence structure through the listening.
Yeah.
And we can start to listen whatever we like. Like if you like any story, start with the very basic thing, in
Hmm.
the things in which we can engross ourselves. We can feel good. The thing we
Okay.
know, yeah,
Right.
the thing we
So
know, then we can go to the unknown.
got it. So basic things in the sense of the day-to-day activities, like what
Yes,
we have done today. So these are very
yes,
easy to comprehend,
easy.
to create an
Yes,
English
yes,
sentence, right?
yes,
So it's just
yes,
two, 3 words. It's more than enough to create an English
yes.
sentence for
Yes,
these.
yes, yes. For beginners, it's enough, because we can at least start, and gradually we already get the ways how we can
Okay,
go for the next level.
that's great, ma'am. So for actually for a lot of people, we they don't have the English speaking environment around them. They don't have anyone to practice with. So for those people, what can you say?
Actually, nowadays we are connecting to the people globally, so it's very easy. I mean, we
Yeah,
cannot say nowadays. Before that, it was a problem for the people. We don't have environment. Suppose I am a homemaker, so now I think 80% people still they don't have environment to talk to the people, because the people who even the people who are working in the IT sector, or the people who are working in the school, I have seen the CBSE school, they also are not getting the proper environment in the speaking. Because what
right.
happened with child? Suppose when the child going to start to go to the school, so he feel comfortable in their mother tongue. So the teacher also try to make him comfortable. First the thing is that to make him comfortable, then comes to the language.
Got it.
Because when the
Yes,
child is listening the language, he's not getting understanding anything, so how can you make them comfortable? So
right, ma'am.
means we are not getting the environment. I think we have to create the environment for ourselves.
Hmm.
And nowadays we are connecting to the people globally, so we have lot of things, and nowadays there are a lot of apps through we can do practice. And when I started to speak to the people, so I started with the Joestock app, through
Josh
the
talk.
audio
Okay.
call. Yeah,
Okay.
through the yeah audio call.
So for how long you been doing the speaking practice? How long you been talking in English?
Almost 1 year, I can say.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Okay. So how
Yes.
is it going so far, your English speaking journey?
Yeah, it's going, and you can see obviously but the change comes. It's have been almost one month ago. I started to talk to the people. Means
Hmm.
through the video call. It was
Through
an
video
audio call.
calls.
That time
Hmm.
I was not taking it too much seriously. I was taking it leniently. Means sometime I'm doing work or whatever I'm doing, and we are just speaking. But it's very important when we are working with any particular language. We have to be conscious also, because
Okay.
it's not only about the language. When we learn language, so it teaches us a lot of things.
Okay. So which one do you prefer, audio call or video call to learn English?
Yeah, video call. In starting means we can start with the audio call, because I also start, because we are not feeling comfortable in the starting. But video call, I think it's a comes a drastic change. I have seen
Right.
it's last almost 1 month ago. I started to talk to the people, connected to the people through video call through the
Okay.
Skype. So I can see now change in myself.
Yeah, you speak actually very good English.
Yeah, this is my passion also, but more than
Okay.
that, na, when you connect to the people, so they gives you your feedback also, constructive feedback you can take, and then you
Right.
can work on it.
Right. Okay. Now I have another question for you. Like, yeah, including me, I speak fluent English, but most of the time, or sometimes, I make grammar mistakes. Okay. How can I correct my grammar mistakes? How can I get rid of my grammar errors when I speak in
Everybody
English?
makes everybody makes means I also, even still I'm also means I am also making the grammatical mistake in starting. It's very initial, means it happens very
Okay.
natural to make a, but little bit mistake. We are not we should not, I think in starting we should not bother too much about our grammatical mistake, because the thing is that now grammar we can remove gradually, but speaking is important. And what happens
Right.
now, we have a fear of judgment, and we have a fear of to speak.
Yeah, that is
So we
actually true. Many people
Hmm.
what they think is, sorry, many people what they think is they want to start with the perfect English. Okay,
No.
uh, just in the initial time itself, they want to start
Hmm.
with the proper grammar, proper
Hmm.
sentence. They want to be very fluent. It never
Hmm.
happens, right? It cannot happen
Never
that
ever.
way.
Yes, never
Yeah.
ever. Even now we are speaking in our mother tongue, so we also make mistake. But that time we are not taking it seriously. But if we
Mm.
do mistake in the English language, so that time we take it seriously.
Yeah, it becomes a prestige problem. What if
Yes,
others
yes,
make fun
yes.
of us?
Yeah. What other people are saying, they will laugh at
Yeah,
me. They will mock at me. So this is the basic thing which is in our mind,
got
and
it.
that's why we never start.
Right, right, right.
So starting is important, and grammatical mistakes, suppose you are also doing, but the one thing which I can suggest to you, like when we are doing writing, so after that we can write in a through some kind of apps nowadays. AI is also available there, so that we
Mhm.
can rectify our mistake when we are writing.
Oh, yeah,
And
like a
when
grammar correction
Hmm,
applications,
hmm,
right?
hmm. So suppose
Mhm.
when we are writing, so it automatically rectify our mistake, and after that when we read, so then that when we are writing, so okay, we can get okay where did mistake, and if I'm writing well, so obviously I will speak well,
Got it. Got it. Actually, that's
isn't
the
it?
problem for me. Actually, I don't write. I'm not
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
writing.
Same.
For writing, it takes some efforts. You have to take the pen and take the notebook. You have to sit in a
Hmm,
proper
hmm.
way and you have to write, right? So
Now
I'm not
online we
used to
can
that.
also write. Yeah, online we
Okay.
can also write, like in a tab or in a laptop, anywhere. And it means it's not only about to write in the notebook, to take a notebook
So
and
you're
write
saying
about that.
writing helps in our grammar mistakes,
Yes,
to correct our
yes,
grammar
yes,
mistakes.
yes. Because it's
Okay.
very important. If I don't know where I'm making mistakes, so if I don't know how I rectify mistake on where I'm making mistake, so how can I improve it?
Hmm.
If I know
Understood.
that okay, I'm doing mistake, I'm also doing this mistake in the same thing. So if I know, so when I write, so I can check after that. Okay, here where I did mistake. So if I give a check to myself, so our mind also take it seriously. And
Right,
but in
right.
starting, don't bother too much about especially for the grammar. For the teacher, grammar is important. Who the teaches the grammar. But for the people who are talking and they are making conversation, for them it's not too much, because everybody does mistake.
Right, ma'am.
Grammatical mistake, yeah, but too much, but no, don't need to too much bother about that. But yeah, gradually through the writing or through the means we have to in starting now whatever we are learning, so we have to put the conscious effort.
Okay, now actually I wanted to know one thing. So usually okay, in your idea, just tell me how long it will take to become an advanced level speaker. If I practice English every single day, I'm a beginner now. Usually, how long does it take to become an advanced level speaker?
Actually, yeah, it depends how much time we are giving this language.
Hmm.
Suppose suppose whatever we are doing, so sometimes some things we learn very fast and something we are not learning. Suppose I have seen so many people, they are taking courses, and nowadays they are connecting to the people through the app tag. Nowadays there are so many apps, so we can enroll. But the thing is that suppose 100 people are connecting and 100 people are taking course, but only 10 people can learn after 6 months or after 1 year, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very natural.
Mm-hmm.
But the 10 people are there giving too much time. They are investing their
Okay.
time.
So it
It's
depends on
not,
how much time we practice our
yeah,
English.
how much
Okay,
time you
now
are
the
giving, how much passion you have also. Suppose
passion.
if I like something, na, so I want to do this practice in the, suppose I'm too much tired, but still I want to do that because I like it.
Right. Okay, now I have another question. Just you mentioned that should I go for joining a course like a coaching class or something, or is it possible can I learn on my own?
Actually, if I talk about myself, so still I did not take any course from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too much mandatory to go for the course in starting. When if anybody wants to start, so they can start with their listening practice in initial stage, then reading, writing, and speaking. Nowadays, lot of platform also then where we can talk, and after that, when we feel like that, if you are stucking somewhere, and if you're not getting the way, okay, where I'm stucking and where I'm lacking, where I'm making mistake, where I'm stucking, what happens now after a certain point of time, we feel like that, okay, I'm stucking at that level, and how can I go for the next level?
Yeah, that's
So
what I am in right now. That's the
yes,
stage
yes,
I am in. I'm stuck
yes.
in the intermediate level, I guess. I'm not able to go to the advanced level.
Mhm. So what happens? So that time, if we need it, so we can take some help. But in
Mhm.
starting, it's not important to take means any online course or any coaching. Then you can start.
Nice, nice. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Nowadays, we are connected to the people globally. We are living in the internet era, so we can learn anything from our home
Yeah, with the help of technology, we can actually
with
learn
the
this
help of
language
technology.
very quickly.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's
Yeah.
not needed, but yeah, if after a certain point of time we know, okay, where I'm lacking, where I'm doing mistake, so we can get the ways, and then it's important if the people is feeling, so they can go for the course also, because methods are also should be good. Suppose what happens,
Hmm.
100 people are learning, but everybody's method is different, and everybody is learning from the same method.
Hmm.
But what happens? Everybody's learning style is also different,
Right, right.
isn't it?
So it depends
So
on person to person.
yeah, it depends on the person to person also, and in their passion also. So it depends.
Right.
But yeah, it's yeah. But if you really want to go, so after a certain point of time, anybody if you want to take coaching, so they can go for that.
Great, ma'am. Great advice from you. Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, means I can see. I'm also means seen. I have seen some of your videos. So
Okay.
you are also speaking good, and means your voice is very clear.
Okay.
And in one of your videos, you told me because of your mic, but it's not. I
Maybe
think only.
because of
Yeah, it's not only about you, because obviously, na, when we are speaking, so we are speaking. That means we are trained our muscles, because what
right.
happens in the speaking, like I'm speaking, so the words coming from our mouth, so it's a spontaneous process.
Correct.
So it
Yep.
takes time to set our muscles to speak the word.
Right, right, right.
It's good.
That's what I
So,
always talk about. A lot of people say, how do you pronounce correctly? Yeah, I do. Most of the time, I do pronounce words correctly. Sometimes I make mistakes.
mm,
A lot of people ask me, okay, how to improve our pronunciation? That's what I always say. I do shadowing a lot.
mm,
When the native speakers speak, I also speak along with them. I try to repeat them whatever they
mm,
say. So that's
mm.
how I improved my pronunciation.
Yes, yes, yeah. Pronunciation is important, because whatever we are, suppose the word we are using pronunciation. So that time, if I am using this word wrong pronunciation, so what happens? My muscles also goes wrong with that,
Right,
and
right.
sometimes and it becomes a habit.
It gets used to that pronunciation.
Yes, and then we means unconsciously we use it. And
Hmm.
so that time it's important to take a coaching or to take somewhere help from someone, because at least the person can tell you, okay, where you are doing mistake, and this method for you, so that you can go for the next level. You can use this method.
Right,
That
ma'am.
time
Sure.
method, yeah, methods is also important.
Got it, ma'am. Nice, nice, nice.
Yes,
And it
yeah.
was really good learning from you. You've given me a lot of tips. Thank you so
Same
much.
from, yeah, same from me. I also feel very good. Means it's my hobby also to connect with the new people and know about their experiences, ideas.
Yeah.
So I feel also very good. It's honor to me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me in this call. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir.